Hello, my name is Christopher Renstrom, and I want to welcome you to my weekly horoscope predictions for February 5th to February 11th, 2024. Now, the theme for this week is break down or break through. Now, I imagine some of you out there are going, heavens to Betsy, Christopher, what do you mean by this breakdown or breakthrough? You make it sound so catastrophic. Well, it's not catastrophic, not really, but what I do want to do is pay homage to the fact that the Sun is forming a square to Uranus, the planet of revolution and change this week, and that is always a very volatile and unpredictable combination. Now, these squares between Sun and Uranus take place twice a year. They take place in January and in August. So basically, you can remember winter and summer. And they have been biannual events, taking place twice a year events, since 2019. Now, what does a Sun and Uranus square do? Well, what a Sun and Uranus square does is turn everything in your life upside down or inside out. In fact, the best way to think of a Sun-Uranus square is as a Mercury retrograde on steroids. So, does that mean like everything is going to go to hell in a handbasket? No, not necessarily. But what I do want you to keep in mind is that as we get close to the February 8th placement, there is a Sun-Uranus square taking place right before a new moon in the zodiac sign of Aquarius. And so this new moon basically takes away the light in the sky. So when you have this energy of light diminishing in the sky, and then the Sun-Uranus square taking place, that can sort of leave you open to surprise revelations, unexpected twists, and something being thrown at you from out of left field. And because it's hidden by the dark of the moon, which is what the new moon stands for, it's something that you want to keep your eye out for so that you don't wind up getting blindsided. So with this Sun-Uranus square that's taking place, as I said before at the beginning, it's either going to come across in your life as a breakdown or a breakthrough. And I imagine some of you are like, well, do I get a third choice? Like, not neither of them? But no, it's going to be either breakdown or breakthrough. Now, should a situation in your life break down, the positive side to this is that this might be the only way that you can escape a rut or a difficult situation that you've been in that's been weighing down on you for weeks or even perhaps months. So sometimes when we feel stuck in a situation, it's only by something breaking down that we feel a release and a subsequent release. And if it's a breakthrough, well, if it's a breakthrough, you can consider this payback for all those upset apple carts you've been picking up after for the past few years. Hello, Gemini. Gemini prefer things to be short, quick, and to the point. Let's take an assignment or a project that they've been given. They want to be involved in something in which there's a quick turnaround. You attack it quickly, you focus on it for a short period of time, you finish it, and then you pass it back, and then you're on to the next thing. This is really how the way that Geminis prefer to work in very quick, fast, episodic assignments. This is why you'll often see them in places like newsrooms, where the news is always fresh, it's always breaking. You have X amount of time, very short period of time to take the data, turn it into a report, and present it, and move on to something else. This is a Gemini's dream. Committing to any endeavor that takes longer than 48 hours to produce results is something that is absolutely mind-numbing to most, if not all, Geminis. Now, on February 5th, there's going to be a conjunction between your ruling planet Mercury and Pluto in the zodiac sign of Aquarius. What's going to happen with this conjunction is that Pluto always brings a seriousness to what it introduces into the conversation. Pluto always brings something that's very deep and very intense, and it's not going to let itself be known quickly. So as a Gemini, when this conjunction takes place on February 5th, you will be impressed with the significance of an opportunity, the significance of an endeavor, the significance of a project or some kind of assignment. It's really a big deal. It's really, really quite impressive in that sort of Plutonian, serious, impressive sort of way. And it might even involve finances because Pluto can often be connected to finances. So this is something that's very impressed if okay, but it's not something that you're going to be able to get a fast answer. It's not something that's going to lend itself to a quick turnaround. It's not something that will be ready to go right away. In fact, it may take weeks, perhaps even a couple of months to get off the ground. So part of you will be like, hmm. But this is a time to remember that Pluto is the planet of ordeals and the transformations that arise from them. And the ordeal that you will be facing when you're presented with something that you're going to find irresistible is an ordeal that involves the test of your patience,